get 30 seconds. And I like this question. Here it is. What is something that we are not talking about enough in this race? We're going to start with you, Jeff Yarbrough. We're going to work our way down and loop back around. Go ahead.
Child care, child care, child care. So 14 years ago when when my wife was pregnant with our first child, Jack, we started looking around and realized we should have put him on a wait list for child care 3 years before he was conceived. That doesn't work for anybody, and everybody should know that. We need to really be talking about that because there are things that local government can do, from fixing zoning to actually incentivizing this and really making sure that when you're intentionally picking office sites that you're putting child care along with where the city's growing.
Yeah, so I believe that every day we have to wake up thinking about if our children are reading. Right now, only a quarter of our kids in Metro Nashville Public Schools are reading on grade level. Today, the most recent report came out from the state. We are 95th of all 95 counties on our high school graduation preparedness. This means that our children are not getting the maximum wage jobs that are coming to our city, and that we are dooming them to an unacceptable future.
Economic parity in neighborhoods. That's what we're not talking about. We're talking about economic parity in neighborhoods of two neighborhood districts that are sitting in the same tax district but not getting the same services. Let's take Bordeaux and compare it to Belmont, Hillsborough. They pay the same tax rate. But do you believe that in Bordeaux has the same infrastructure as Belmont, Hillsborough? No, they do not. We need to be talking about economic parity in neighborhoods, making it fair for all neighborhoods to be safe and secure.
I think the issues that we care about are pretty much the same. I think what you want to hear from is who has the skills to be the mayor of Nashville. The Metro is a really complex organization. It's now got a $3 billion budget, 17,000 employees between schools and MMPS and the Metro government. There's 56 different departments and 81 boards and commissions. I think we ought to be talking about who has the executive leadership experience to be able to lead the city and manage it through this next important phase of the city's history.
I think that Nashville is a city of hope. I came here as a student, songwriters, musicians, all of us came here expecting for our dreams to come true. And Nashville fulfills that promise. And I think we need to talk about those good things that's happening. We have hundreds of people coming here every week. And I think we need to make it better for all Nashvillians and let them know their dreams can come true.
Well, with the caveat of saying that I agree with what everyone said, and for the purposes of keeping it interesting, I will talk trash. So I served on the solid waste board. Trash is a huge problem. Our landfills are all at capacity. We really have to do something about that. And I think I've been talking to Eastman about bringing a plant here to upcycle our plastics. And really, we have to focus more on our environment in general. I think that we need to message reuse and reduction and taking care of our water and air.
Well, I agree with Matt. I actually think we might want to elect somebody who's actually run something once in their life, and I have. The city government is large. We are spending 60% more for every resident than we spent 10 years ago, and we need to talk about that. We are not getting enough from our city government. The challenges we have today are much more complex. We can't run the city like we ran it 30 years ago. We have to figure out how are we going to run the city to deal with the challenges we have today. And that's not because people aren't working their butt off. It's because we need the right leadership.
And I'm glad you said that, because teachers are the best executive people. I'm glad you said that. We're the best executors. We're not talking enough. I want to work with the Nashville Education Fund Foundation. We need more male teachers. We need more minority teachers in the classroom to deal with our Kurdish community, our Bhutanese community, our Indian community, our Latino community. Our students need to feel needed. And to feel needed, you need to send a real executor to the mayor's office, a teacher.
One of the things that a mayor does in addition to steer our spending priorities with local operating budget and capital is we've had incredible federal opportunities. The CARES Act, the American Rescue Plan Act have brought hundreds of millions of dollars, unprecedented amounts. Still out in front of us are the Infrastructure Investment and Jobs Act and Inflation Reduction Act. And if we are 10 years out, it's going to be hard to remember what we did with the money we had in hand. And I think as mayor, we want to make sure we use the opportunities in front of us to build the city of the future.
Thank you. This next question goes to Vivian Wilhoit, Jim Gingrich, and Sharon